Manipulation, a word that sends chills down our spines, is a pervasive form of psychological control. It casts a long shadow, often unnoticed until its tendrils have wrapped tightly around our lives. This insidious tactic thrives on secrecy, slowly eroding our sense of self and distorting our perception of reality. Imagine a puppeteer skillfully manipulating strings, their every move dictating the puppet's actions. Similarly, manipulators employ subtle tactics to influence our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, often for their own benefit. They exploit our vulnerabilities, twisting our perceptions and leaving us feeling confused, inadequate, and deeply insecure. Relationships, the cornerstones of our lives, are fertile ground for manipulation. Whether it's a romantic partner, family member, friend, or colleague, manipulators can lurk in any corner, their true intentions veiled behind a facade of charm and concern. The insidious nature of manipulation lies in its gradual progression. Like a thief in the night, it creeps in slowly, often disguised as harmless comments or gestures. It's only when we find ourselves entangled in its web, our sense of self diminished, and our mental health compromised, that we realize the extent of its damage. To combat manipulation, we must first recognize its insidious tactics. Like a chameleon, manipulation often goes unnoticed until its damage is done. Understanding these tactics empowers us to address them before they take root. Gaslighting distorts reality, making the victim doubt their sanity. Imagine being told, "You're imagining things," when you remember otherwise. This constant invalidation chips away at our self-confidence. Guilt-tripping preys on our empathy and sense of responsibility. Manipulators shift blame, making us feel responsible for their actions. Phrases like, "If you really loved me, you would," control our behavior. Playing the victim garners sympathy and avoids accountability. Manipulators portray themselves as victims, evading responsibility. They paint a narrative where they are always wronged. Love bombing occurs in the early stages of a relationship. It involves excessive affection, gifts, and attention. This whirlwind romance quickly binds the victim to the manipulator. The impact of manipulation on mental health is profound and far-reaching. Like a virus that attacks the immune system, manipulation weakens our psychological defenses, leaving us vulnerable to a host of mental health issues. One of the most immediate and devastating effects of manipulation is the erosion of self-esteem. Constant criticism, subtle put-downs, and gaslighting chip away at our self-worth, leaving us feeling inadequate and insecure. We begin to doubt our abilities, question our judgment, and feel unworthy of love and respect. As manipulation takes root, anxiety and depression often follow. The constant stress of living in a manipulative environment takes a toll on our mental well-being. We may experience panic attacks, insomnia, fatigue, and a pervasive sense of hopelessness. The joy and spontaneity of life drain away, replaced by a heavy cloak of fear and self-doubt. Isolation, a common consequence of manipulation, further exacerbates mental health issues. Manipulators often isolate their victims from friends and family, creating an environment of dependence and control. This isolation fosters a sense of loneliness and despair, making it even harder to break free from the manipulator's grasp. Trauma responses, such as people-pleasing, difficulty setting boundaries, and hypervigilance, are other common scars of manipulation. We may find ourselves constantly trying to appease the manipulator, walking on eggshells to avoid their disapproval. This constant state of anxiety and fear can leave us feeling emotionally drained and psychologically scarred. Section 4. Reclaiming your power. Steps to break free. Breaking free from manipulation is a courageous act of self-love and liberation. It requires strength, resilience, and belief in your worth. Reclaim your power and rebuild your life. Setting boundaries is crucial. Identify your limits and communicate them assertively. Say no more often, express your needs openly, and avoid uncomfortable situations. Seek support from trusted friends or therapists. Sharing your experience provides validation and advice. Remember, you are not alone. Reaching out for help is a sign of strength. Document interactions with the manipulator. Keep a journal, save messages, or record conversations. Records can provide evidence if needed. Use I statements to express feelings without blaming. Instead of saying "you always make me feel bad," try "I feel hurt when you..." This minimizes defensiveness and escalation. Section 5. Healing the wounds, rebuilding after manipulation. Healing from the wounds of manipulation is a gradual process that requires patience, self-compassion, and a commitment to self-care. It's about reclaiming your identity, rebuilding your self-esteem, and learning to trust your own judgment again. Focusing on rebuilding self-esteem is paramount. This may involve engaging in activities that bring you joy, celebrating your accomplishments, and surrounding yourself with positive and supportive people. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness, regardless of what the manipulator may have led you to believe. Therapy and counseling provide a safe and supportive space to process the trauma of manipulation. A skilled therapist can help you understand the dynamics of the relationship, develop coping mechanisms, and build healthy relationship patterns for the future. Building healthy relationships is an essential part of healing. This involves learning to identify red flags in potential partners, setting boundaries, and prioritizing your own emotional well-being. Remember, you deserve to be in relationships where you feel safe, respected, and valued. Emphasize the possibility of recovery and a brighter future. It's easy to get caught in a cycle of self-blame and despair, but it's important to remember that you are not defined by your past. You have the strength and resilience to heal, grow, and create a life filled with joy, authenticity, and meaningful connections. Section 6. Building a fortress. Protecting yourself in the future. Protecting yourself from future manipulation involves building a fortress of self-awareness, assertiveness, and healthy boundaries. It's about learning from past experiences, trusting your instincts, and refusing to allow yourself to be treated with anything less than respect. Recognize the red flags of manipulation. This may include excessive flattery, guilt trips, attempts to isolate you from loved ones, and constant criticism or put-downs. Trust your gut instinct. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't be afraid to walk away from relationships or situations that feel unhealthy or unsafe. Practice assertive communication. Learn to say no without feeling guilty, express your needs and feelings clearly, and stand up for yourself when necessary. Remember, you have the right to be treated with respect, and your voice deserves to be heard. Surround yourself with a supportive network of friends, family members, or a therapist who can offer objective perspectives and emotional support. Having a strong support system can provide a buffer against manipulation and help you stay grounded in reality. Prioritize self-care. Engage in activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. This may include exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, pursuing hobbies, or simply taking time for yourself to relax and recharge. Section 7. Finding light in the darkness, your journey to wholeness. Your journey to wholeness after experiencing manipulation is a testament to your strength, resilience, and unwavering spirit. It's a journey of self-discovery, healing, and empowerment, where you emerge from the darkness stronger, wiser, and more compassionate than before. Remember, you are not alone. There are countless others who have walked this path before you, and their stories serve as a beacon of hope and inspiration. Reach out, connect, and share your story. Your voice has the power to heal not only yourself but also others who are struggling in silence. Embrace the lessons learned. While painful, your experience with manipulation has taught you invaluable lessons about yourself, your boundaries, and the importance of self-love. These lessons, though hard-won, will serve you well as you navigate the world with greater awareness and discernment. Celebrate your strength. You have overcome a profound challenge, and that deserves to be acknowledged and celebrated. You are a survivor, a warrior, and your spirit shines brightly despite the darkness you have endured. As you move forward, remember that healing is not linear. There will be good days and bad days, moments of doubt and moments of clarity. Be patient with yourself, practice self-compassion, and never give up on your journey to wholeness. Please like, share, and subscribe for more emotional wellness and self-care tips videos.